Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 9 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 9 and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. The lessons we're going to cover today are solve advanced linear equations, solve equations with variables on both sides, find the number of solutions, and solve linear equation word problems, right? So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well, right? Okay, here I'm on grade 9 math. The chapter we are on right now is solve equations. I'm going to start with the lesson solve advanced linear equations. So let's just start with the first example. Solve for p. Negative 1 equals negative 3 divided by p. You have to solve this equation for p. So p is dividing. First thing is you need to remove p from the denominator. So that means you need to multiply both sides with p, right? So when you multiply both sides with p and p cancel out, you are left with negative p equals negative 3, right? So both sides negative sign cancel each other, you are left with p equals 3. Okay, let's just start with the practice questions. You can have a look on the tutorial by yourself. They are already solved. So let's just start with the tutorial. Z minus 16, Z equals 15. So you have to do Z minus 16, right? That means you have to do 1 minus 16. So when you subtract a smaller number out of the greater one, the answer is always negative. That will be negative 15, Z equals 15, right? Now because you need to calculate the value of Z, so you need to divide both sides by negative 15. Negative 15 cancel out, you are left with Z equals negative 1, right? So the solution for this equation is negative 1. It is option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? That is Z equals negative 1. Solve for P, that's the one we just did on the tutorial, right? So which is the correct option? The correct option is p equals 3. That's the one we did on the tutorial, isn't it? Okay, the next one is solve for k. Okay, let's just solve for k. So 3 is multiplying to k and negative 1, right? So first we are going to do 3 times k, that is 3k. Then you have plus, and then 3 times negative 1, that is negative 3, that equals negative 12. So adding a negative number is same as subtracting, right? You need to calculate the value of k. So isolate the variable k, move negative 3 other side, so that would be negative 12 minus negative 12 plus 3. So 3k equals negative 9 and k equals negative 3, right? So the correct option is k equals negative 3, right? Option number 2 is the correct option, k equals negative 3. Got it? Solve for v. Okay, let's just solve for v. First thing is you have to remove that denominator, right? So you need to multiply both sides by 2. 2 times 2, right? So 2 and 2 cancel out. You are left with v minus 15 equals 4, right? Now you need to move that 15 other side. So that would be 4 plus 15. And 4 for plus 15 equals 19. So the correct option is 19. The second one is the correct option. Got it? Sorry, I removed too early. Next time I will be careful. The correct option is v equals 19. Solve for s. Okay, let's just solve for s. 13 s minus 8s, they are the like terms. So 13 minus 8 is 5s equals 5. So which is the correct option? The correct option is s equals 1. Option number 1 is the correct option, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Okay, the next lesson is solve equations with variables on both sides. Let's just start with the next lesson. Okay, let's just start with the first example. So you have 6r equals 5r plus 8. You have to solve this question for r, right? So isolate the variable r, move 5r on the other side. So 6r minus 5r equals 8. So r equals 8, right? So to solve for a variable, use inverse operations to undo the operation of the equation. Be sure to gather like terms and do the same operations to both sides of the equation. Basically, these are the rules you have to follow. You have to do inverse operations to undo the operations. You have to gather the like terms and you have to perform the same operations on both sides of the equation. Let's just start with the test questions. You can have a look on the tutorial by yourself, right? They are already solved. So let's just start with the first one. Solve for u. You have negative 3u plus 9 equals 6u, right? Move 6u other side because you need to collect the like terms, and move 9 other side. That would be then negative 9, right? Negative 3 minus 6 is negative 9, u equals negative 9. So which is the correct option? The correct option is u equals 1, right? Option number 2 is the correct option. The correct option, the next one is 2w plus 9 equals 4w minus 9, right? So let's just collect the like terms, move them on the other side. That is 2w minus 4w and negative 9. This is negative 9. You have to move this 9 also. So negative 2w equals negative 18. So which is the correct option? The correct option is w equals 9. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? Solve for t. So move the like terms on the same side. 4t minus 3t equals 9 plus 1. So which is the correct option? The next correct option is t equals 10. Option number 1 is the correct option, right? Okay, the next one you have to solve on your notebook and write. I'm waiting for the answer from yours. The correct option is y equals negative 4. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Okay, the next one is 2f equals 3 plus f. So which is the correct option? The correct option is f equals negative 1. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Sorry. Yes, that is f equals 3, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is find the number of solutions. Okay, is this equation an identity? Okay, let's see how do we solve for q, right? You have 0 equals 9. The statement 0 equals negative 9 is false. That means the equation has no solution. If solving an equation yields a statement like this, statement that is false, like 4 equals 3, then the equation has no solution. If solving an equation yields a statement that is true for a single value of the variable, like x equals 3, then the solution has one equation, right? If solving an equation yields a statement that is always true, like 3 equals 3, then the equation has infinitely many solutions. Got it? So so far we have done we have solved so many equations, right? Usually they all have the solution like x equals 3, right? So that means in this case the equation has only one solution. Now we can have the solution like this and this, right? Like here you can see you solve this equation 10q minus 10q equals negative 9. So 0q equals negative 9, that means 0 equals negative 9, but that is false, right? In this case the equation has no solution. Got it? Okay, let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, solve this equation. Is this equation an identity? Okay, let's see. You have 1 plus 7w equals w, right? So you already have 7w, move this 7w other side. So that is 7 minus 7 is 0. 1 equals 0. False it is, right? That means this is not an identity. The correct option is no. That is not an identity, right? Is this equation an identity? Okay, let's see. Solve this equation for s, right? 4 equals negative 2s plus s, right? So you have 4 equals negative s and s equals negative 4. Is this an identity? The correct option is yes, it is. That is an identity, right? So the correct option is yes. Okay, the next one is no, but why? But this is an identity. What's wrong with the? Oh, yes, that is a solution, but this is not an identity. Means both sides have exactly same answer, right? This is an identity. Okay. Is this equation an identity? The correct option is the solution. This equation has only one solution, right? The correct option is no solution. Is this equation an identity? The correct option is no solution, right? Is this equation an identity? The correct option is one solution, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is solve linear equations with problems. Okay, a cab company charged $2 per cab ride plus an additional $1 per mile driven. How long is the cab ride? That costs $29. So first thing is you need to write an equation. Got it? So $2 is fixed for every cab ride. So here is 2 and 1 additional per mile driven. So you have to do 1 times D, right? D is the miles driven. You have to calculate the value of D, that is D equals 27. Let's just start with the practice questions. You can have a look on the tutorial by yourself, right? Because that is already solved. A corporate team building event costs $10 plus an additional $1 per attendee. How many attendees can there be at most if the budget of the corporate team building event is $36, right? So $10 is fixed and $1 per attendee. A is for the attendees, right? And the total cost of the event is 36, right? You have to solve this equation for A. So 1A equal 36 minus 10 and A equals 26. That means the budget is $36. That means 26 attendees can attend the event, right? The correct option is 26. Option number 1 is the correct option. Karen has already jarred 7 liters of jam and will jar an additional 6 liters of jam every day. How much jam did Karen jar if he spent 7 days making jam? So which is the correct option? He already jarred 7 liter, right? And will jar an additional 6 liters of jam every day, right? How much jam did Karen jar if he spent 7 days making jam? You are given that is the equation. You are given D equals 7. Just replace this equation by 7. 7 times 6 is 42 and 42 plus 7 is The correct option is 49. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is Pam already had 22 plants in her backyard and she can also grow one plant with every seed packet she uses. With 14 seed packets, how many total plants can Pam have in her backyard? So which is the correct option? The correct option is 36. It is right. 36 plants you can make. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 9 math. The chapter we were working on is solve equations. The lessons we have covered today are solve advanced linear equations, solve equations with variable on both sides, find the number of solutions, solve linear equations word problems, right? So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday 5 to 9, or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10, right? So that's all for today. If you have any questions related to the lessons we have just covered, you can please ask. All your I'm here to answer all your confusions if you have any. No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.